This question comes from Jay Pesarab. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. A lot of names we get screwed up, but the question is about Joe Nichols and about the pivot point of this right elbow and how the pivoting of the club and the pivoting of the right elbow, he said, is a little confusing. That it looked like I was talking about when Joe talks about pivoting the club, this pivot point here and the elbow, that they were very different. Actually, when Joe talked about the right elbow, he wanted you to feel like you were here and that the right elbow was right, that it pivoted right here on the backswing. So you pivoted your right elbow right here, and then the handle of the club started down and your right elbow came back down to where it started. Then it pivoted there and the club pivoted right here. So you've got two things pivoting. You've got the handle of the club and the club head pivoting like this, and you've got your elbow pivoting your arm externally and internally rotating your arm. So you've got these two pivot points that are working like this. So they are in a little bit different positions, but when they come down, they get right here. Your elbow and the club, this comes down, this elbow and this one come down together and the club comes there. Those two pivot points happen parallel to each other. They're happening at about the same time. So my right elbow is pivoting when the club's pivoting. What you don't want is for this to get down like this, trying to figure out how to catch that one up. So Joe was really big on, when you got here, when you came down, your right elbow came down to its pivot point and the club came down to its pivot point like this. And then from there, they pivoted into the ball. So I hope that helps to explain it. But he for sure wanted this right elbow. When you started back, he didn't want it going this way. He didn't want it sliding there. He wanted this arm to start back this way. So it was rotating in your shoulder socket as you went back. So this elbow was pivoting right here. This arm was doing this. You know, he didn't want the elbow to go here. He didn't want it to slide away from your body. He wanted it to pivot right there so that we'd get the club in position to go up to the top so it could come right back to that pivot point to go. And so I hope that helps explain it better. I'm going to try to do a whole series on Joe Nichols because the guy had some incredible things. I still use a lot of it, and I really want his legacy to hold. There's actually been a teacher out there who basically copied almost everything that Joe did. And that's great that it's out there, but I'd rather have Joe get credit for it than somebody else. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's going to help your game. Remember to comment on the videos, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to watch for new Malaska Golf videos coming your way.